Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Bankshot DJs podcast with your hosts, Denny and the Shrine. 2 weeks of basketball in. Denny, what is good?
What's going on, man? Thursday, November 6th, 6:16 p.m. I'm really happy to be here right now, Matt, and talk about the first 2 weeks. It's been a crazy, I feel like 2 weeks of the year.
Yes, it has.
So much to talk about. And we had baseball roll all the way to October, and now we're going right into the NBA. So this is a good time, and we're here to talk about it all.
Yes, sir. First off, you know what we got to do. If you're first time on the podcast, we take a shot every episode until we get the Seattle Supersonics back to this great association in the NBA, which we are going to talk about immediately, but we're going to take the shot first for oh my God, I almost said Thunder. I would have been canceled there. Woo-hoo-hoo! I know
We would have been done here.
We would have been done.
We would have been done.
That's on me. I'll take a shot for the Thunder. That's my team, but Denny is not. We're taking a shot for the Seattle Supersonics. We want their return so badly. We want this is a hoop city. This is a hoop city. This is a hoop state. I'm from the greatest 3-on-3 tournament basketball city in the world over in Spokane.
Yes, sir.
Denny's here, living from Seattle. Some of the greatest players currently in the league. Some of the greatest players that's been in the leagues, like the best six man of the year, Jamal Crawford, our guy, who's really, really been huge in the basketball culture here in Seattle. We really need a fucking team back. Bring the Seattle Supersonics back, please, please, please. So the shots for them.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. Cheers. Oh, I always do the cough.
All right,
Danny, let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about, like we're talking about with the Seattle Supersonics, is ever since we started this podcast, we have only really talked about the idea of expansion. Now, there's been some news that's come out recently I'm not sure the exact source of where this came from, but there's been talks the last 2 weeks about instead of expansion being on the docket first, especially to cities like in the United States, like Seattle, like Vegas, they're talking about relocation instead, which is exactly how we lost our Seattle Supersonics in the first place. What is your thoughts on this? I'm wearing my Memphis jersey today. Memphis and New Orleans were the two teams talking about for possible relocation instead of an expansion. And Vegas and Seattle are number 1 and 2 in the list. So what are your thoughts there? It sucks. Like I said, we lost our team to expansion. Tell me your thoughts.
We'll talk about these teams more in a little bit, but if the Pelicans keep it up, I could see them being moved.
Yeah.
But two like small market cities. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it. Like being someone that lost a team to relocation.
Yeah, I think that's the toughest part.
It's like, I get it. And it fucking sucks. And why not just expand? Why have to relocate, or why do that first? It's a tough thing to see.
At the same time,
hits home.
It does. If there was a relocation, Memphis would be the relocation to Seattle, and New Orleans closer to Vegas. That would happen as well. Also, I believe New Orleans, the Pelicans have a bigger market, so the bigger market would go to Vegas, I believe.
Yeah,
right. As far as that goes, but the only reason I would love Memphis coming here is for boys like this, Jalen Wells and Cedric Coward. And I'd love to see some other guys on that team come back. It'd be cool to see those guys come back to Washington State in general. But yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling of how greedy we want to be, how selfish we want to be, for the fact that we want basketball back in Seattle so badly, but is it at the cost of what exactly happened to us? Yeah, it's a bitter situation, bitter choice to make. Obviously we don't get to make it, but I think at the end of the day, I'd be happy. I'd feel for those Memphis fans. I'd feel for them badly, but goddamn, but that's the other thing. I don't want to get rid of the Memphis Grizzly. I don't want to get rid of the Grizzly name. We had the Grizzlies in Vancouver already.
Yep.
They've already relocated from Vancouver to Memphis. I love those Vancouver Grizzlies. Technically, kind of a PNW city that we didn't get to live out on since we were born, at least.
Yep.
And I don't want to get rid of the Grizzly name, but I do not want Seattle to take on the Grizzly name either.
Yeah.
And the next team in Seattle will be the Supersonics. I don't care. I do not want to rebrand. I don't want anything. I want the name, the Seattle Supersonics, to be associated with this city, because that was our team that won a championship. That's where we've had so many greats come from.
Yeah, I think that'd be part of the issue. And so it's just the Jalen Wells part is cool. I didn't even think about that. And Cedric Coward, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, we want to create our own, bring back our own team.
Yeah.
So there's so much uncertainty still around all of that. Adam Silver really never gives us any like concrete, specific answers. He's just pretty broad. So it makes it tough to really gauge what's going to happen. But yeah, always when this type of shit goes on, you just hear all these rumors and shit, and it makes you react. And so we'll have to see, how it plays out.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from that, obviously you want to see it. Like I think we're both in agreements here. I don't want the Grizzly name to leave, but I want to see the Supersonics team back here so badly.
Yeah. So it's a tough tie up.
Yeah. It is. So big news that's happened since we last recorded the last podcast is, it's kind of late news at this point, but Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, not Terry McLaurin, Terry Rozier have been arrested by the FBI, of all things, not just regular police. Two big things that we don't know if they're actually correlated situations, but massive scandals from Chauncey Billups about possibly being with the mafia family, the Gambinos, with underground poker games. And the bigger one, in my opinion, is Terry Rozier for the integrity of the game. And looking back at what some people have been posting about the different games. What was the game? The Heat versus somebody else, where Rozier missed like 80% of his shots and stuff like that. Terry Rozier was caught sports betting pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people still being investigated. This is just the beginning, apparently, of what we've heard from the FBI director of the United States of what's to come. There's so many people involved in the Chauncey Billups side of things of illegal sports betting, and KG was one of those as well. Apparently, a name floated around. LeBron was a name floated around, but nothing concrete at all on LeBron yet whatsoever. But Terry Rozier is right now indefinitely suspended from the NBA until further notice, until probably a court hearing and everything like that. So,
yeah, it's unfortunate that we have to talk about stuff like this, that this is how the season starts. And, there's players doing some crazy things out there the first 2 weeks, but it's being shadowed by this shit. Terry Rozier, I feel like he had some type of accusation at some point. I think it was like last year, maybe the year before. And I feel like it kind of just got dropped. We didn't hear anything about it. And it was kind of over with. And then this popped up again. It kind of correlates to, I feel like, a lot in this podcast when we've talked about the Hornets and the Heat. We talked about Rozier, the transition from the Hornets to the Heat. He was a 20-point scorer and is a bucket. And when he got to the Heat, things kind of turn. But injuries, we don't know if it was really injuries or not, but all that type of shit started coming out. So you start connecting the dots, and some crazy shit. And the Chauncey Billups stuff is also wild. Oddly enough, the Blazers are playing better with Thiago Splitter right now.
I was going to say, new head coach Thiago Splitter.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. But crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
It sucks to see. I think the most annoying part for me is guys like us trying to defend the NBA like crazy, and how much I think we talked about this in the last podcast a little bit too, of just how much the NBA has looked as a drama show and theatrics, and it just doesn't help the point at all with stuff like this, with, hurting the integrity of the game and just the types of player in this league. It sucks. It really does. Simple as that. I hate to see it. Chauncey, loved you, but love Thiago Splitter. He's looking good. We'll talk about that as well.
Yep.
Terry Rozier was kind of on the downhill of his career anyways, but I don't see Terry Rozier coming back to the league at all.
No, that'll probably do it.
Yeah,
So.
that's done with that.
Yep.
Sucks to see. Hopefully,
Stuff.
I'm hoping, as much as I'm not a LeBron fan, I'm hoping we don't find out any other current players are part of these scandals.
Right.
I don't wish that upon LeBron. That would hurt his legacy like crazy.
Yeah.
And I respect him. But yeah. That's it on that. Moving on.
The one soft spot. Now we're going into the NBA. Yeah, let's talk ball.
2 weeks, baby. We're
2
2 weeks
baby.
in.
Oh, so much to talk about. What do you want to start with?
Let's talk about that first week. We didn't go live because we were absolutely exhausted / just busy watching the game. Houston Rockets versus Oklahoma City Thunder opening up game. I kind of put out my reactions on it. I want to hear your reactions on the opening day in general.
Yeah, I think that was
and Warriors versus Lakers was second. So.
It was Warriors. Was it Warriors Lakers? Yeah.
Warriors Lakers second game. Rockets versus Thunder. First game.
Amen Thompson, I think, has taken a couple of games to really kind of settle down, settle in. His shooting is still an issue, but what that game showed, and they've been able to respond, but it's still going to be an issue down the line, is they don't have a point guard.
No.
They don't have someone to bring up the ball. In today's NBA, there's so many guards, forwards that are so good at pressuring the ball, all 90 feet up the floor. You cannot have Kevin Durant bringing the ball up. You can't have Sengun bringing the ball up. Jabari Smith, if it's not Amen Thompson, it's Reed Shepherd. It's a hole that they cannot fill because we've talked about their limitations with money and capital. So that's the one thing I'm seeing. We'll talk more about that team. But that was a pretty crazy game. And then the Warriors won that. Warriors won that game, right? Yeah. Still haven't seen LeBron yet.
Luka still went off for like 40.
Luka still went off for 40 on
LeBron's
30 shots. LeBron's still out. We're gonna talk more about the Lakers AR, but
yeah,
it was a fun, good first day. Yeah, it was a fun day.
First day.
Yeah.
The Thunder go their first two games, first ever to do this, take both their first two games to double overtime. Absolutely insane. First against the Rockets, then against the Pacers.
She had a good day against the Pacers.
55 points, career high.
55, 8 and 5. One of the many 50 bombs we had.
One of the many 50 bombs.
Yeah.
Shit ton of free throws, which we'll get to. But absolutely wild. The Thunder went off to a hot 8-0 start, but we'll get to that in a second too.
Yeah. Yeah, other 50 bombs. I mean, AG had that 50 bomb, but they lost.
They lost as well.
Yeah. Markkanen had a 50 bomb.
But they lost as well.
They lost I think.
I forget which game that was, but
I'd have to go back and look. And then AR had a 50 bomb.
AR without Luka.
Luka could have had a 50 bomb, but he missed that free throw.
Yeah.
He had 49.
So he's leading the league right now in scoring.
Yeah, I think this is one of the historic starts to a season in terms of points per game.
There's 5, right?
I don't know if Wemby had 50.
Who was the 5th one?
I would have to double check. I don't think Wemby had 50.
Or Anthony Gordon, Shea, AR,
and Markkanen.
Laurie.
Yeah.
I thought there was one more.
Was there one more?
You continue talking. I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, that just all great games. We're going to talk about the Spurs more in a bit, but Wemby's and Fish's, he has been crazy. Before we kind of dive into other teams and we're going to talk today about different tiers of teams, tiers we think that have a hot start, cold start, and a very concerning start. We're going to go through all those. Yes, who was the 5th one?
Cole Anthony.
Oh, that's right. Which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Cole Anthony on the Bucks. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's fucking insane. And KPJ is gonna be out for a little bit, so that's gonna be another thing. Staying on that topic with KPJ out, a couple of injuries have already kind of stacked up. Brandon Miller cannot catch a break.
No,
guy got hurt second game, I think, and has not been returned since. AD's missed time. Trae Young is missing time. Nemhard, I think he got hurt that first night against the Thunder, and he has not been back since.
No.
And we're still waiting for a couple guys to come back. We're still waiting for J-Dubs. We're still waiting for Kobe White.
Here, no LeBron.
Yeah, we're still waiting for LeBron. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. Forgot about you.
Tyler Hero, which I think this timetable is going to be a little bit but
longer.
Yeah. The fucking injury bug. It happens every year. I feel like we talk about this every year in the first episode.
Paul George still waiting to get back.
Paul George has not been back yet. Yep.
Yeah. Even though they have a hot start, but we'll talk about
that. They have a good start. Yeah. But Unfortunate.
Crazy.
Unfortunate. But before we get into all the team talk, something I want to talk about is a guy. I don't know if we talked about him getting signed with the Kings.
Because this was after.
Because I think it was after. Yeah. Russell Westbrook signed with the Kings. And I think he's exactly what the Kings needed.
I think we did talk about it a little bit, didn't we?
Did we talk about? We might have.
I can't remember. We talked about the Kings. I think we did. We did talk about it.
It's showing that he was exactly what they needed.
Much deserving.
Yeah.
Much deserving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if we talked about it. Anyways,
we're talking about it now.
He just had his 204th, 14th, one of the two. I can't remember exactly. Triple double last night and beat the Warriors. They were first experimenting around with him coming off the bench versus starting. Looks to be now that he is going to be starting over Dennis Schroeder. They also had a little bit of injuries here and there between Keegan Murray, Dennis Schroeder, and Malik Monk. So that's kind of like the 3 or 4 kind of they're rotating between.
Yep.
We already knew that there was going to be struggle with this Kings team with the amount of talent they have, but all of these guys need the ball in their hands. That has been the most crazy thing, which is what we kind of saw the demise of them last year near the end of the season after they went and got the guys like DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine are still taking over the scoring hammer. Like they're the leading scorers on this team. Domantas Sabonis is taking that secondary role, just being the main rebounder, facilitator down low. Russell Westbrook coming in is huge, and it's paid off so far. They're 3-5 right now, but Russell Westbrook has only started 2 of those games. They've won 2 of those games now. So Russ, it's just ridiculous. I was showing you the stat earlier of the amount of accolades that Russ has over some of the guys in NBA history of absolute all-stars, Hall of Famers. And it bothers me right now to this day of how many things. Yeah, okay. Here's what I have. Russell Westbrook, most triple doubles in NBA history, obviously given. Record book that will guys like Josh Giddey, everything might get close to, Nikola Jokic even. As many scoring titles as Kobe, more 50-point games than Shaq, second ever 2020 game behind Wilt Chamberlain, more career points than Kevin Garnett, Hall of Famer, made more All-NBA teams than D Wade, averaged more seasons with 10 assists than Jason Kidd, more playoff wins than Charles Barkley, more playoff points than Reggie Miller, and the most wild one to me, more seasons averaging 10 plus rebounds than Yao Ming. I don't understand why we were this close to having a season without Russell Westbrook finally, and he's proven it. He's proven to everybody he's still got plenty in him.
How many times does he have to prove to everyone that he's still got it? I feel like this is a reoccurring thing.
You know who I goddamn blame. You know who I fucking goddamn blame. I'm still pissed off to this day. The goddamn Lakers.
Try to just put the demise, but it's
my
ridiculous.
Dog, Trent, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, come on, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. And like you said, they got veteran scorers in LaVine and DeRozan, but they never had that veteran facilitator, that veteran presence, that the floor general. And that's Russ. I mean, they had Fox, but he's
played the most
still in the prime.
Ball.
He's not a veteran. Yeah. And you have Russ, who's at the point in his career where he is just.
I think I had a whole entire episode last year about Russ Westbrook with Jokic in and out or Jamal Murray in and out. I believe he was averaging over 13 points per game last year with the Nuggets, first of all, being the secondary guy behind Jamal Murray with Nikola Jokic, who needs the ball in his hands more than anybody else in this league, up there at least. And he still averaged 13 to 17 points without those guys. And he's still creating triple doubles. He's still with premier scorers in this Kings offense. Like, he does not need to be a scorer anymore. And he knows that. He's there to facilitate the floor. He's turning into that kind of, that veteran presence, kind of like how Chris Paul has been in the last few years, Fred VanVleet. Those guys are very different in their skill sets of being, assist heavy and 3-point heavy and kind of that stuff. But Russell Westbrook is coming out, handling the ball, moving the floor, spacing it out, and letting those guys get the ball to score.
Just looking at his all-time numbers with point guards, just for stats, is crazy. Second all-time in points, first in boards,
he's going to pass. He's going to be the number 1 point guard scorer of all time this year.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
I think he's already down to like only 400 left or something.
Yeah, so. Third in blocks all-time.
That's insane.
Yeah, like I can't believe we're having this conversation of why he was almost not on a team. This is crazy.
I think, I will say, I'm very biased. He is the best point guard of all time, in my opinion. And Curry will get there, I believe. It's just a little bit different in careers that way. Curry's the best 3-point shooter of all time. That's simple as that. Curry has way more accolades and championships and everything like that. Magic Johnson would be the greatest player of all time if his career not got cut short.
I know.
I'm not denying what Magic Johnson did.
Yeah.
It's just Russ has done this at a very much longer time now than what Magic's done.
Right.
But you can't deny Russell Westbrook, the stats and accolades that he's achieved. The only thing he doesn't have is a championship. And that's not necessarily all his fault for the hands he's been dealt. He tried so hard. He played very selfless ball with KD for years. When he got the rock, he played put as much as he could with the team on his back. And then in the last 4 or 5 years, he's been trying to play, a supportive role of how much he can do. And it's out of his control there. But one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Hopefully he can just kind of keep getting acclimated into the system with the Kings, and we can see kind of how that season goes. Sabonis is healthy now, so I know he was dealing with some like hamstring knee shit, but they're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what this team can do. They've had a couple good wins, like last night. So
Huge game beating the Warriors last night.
Yeah, that was a fun game. So just had to have a little Russ moment before we move on.
Absolutely. Shout out to Simon to showing up to your birthday in that Supersonics Russell Westbrook jersey.
What up, Sila?
What up, Sila? Speaking of which, before we move on to the next things, Denny, you have a jersey on right now. It was your birthday about a week or two ago. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
And I made this decision a little bit easier for you. I said by the season that we would be recording the episode in the podcast, that you would have to make your decision on your alliance, whether it be the Houston Rockets, the Phoenix Suns, or another team that we don't know about. Right now is the time to make that decision. I'm putting you on the spot, Mr. Denenholtz. Who will you be rooting for the 2026 season? And I'm not saying you can't root for the guys. I know that.
Right.
You have your alliances and stuff like that, but who are you rooting for? Who's your number one team you're rooting for this year?
I'm going with the Rockets this year.
Oh, even after got you the Suns jersey?
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, here's what's going on is Devin Booker, I have
fucking G.
I've liked him more and more and more. My fandom has increased with it. I now wear all of his shoes. That's my dog. Watching him play with Team USA was amazing. Like, Book will be one of those guys that
wearing a USA basketball hat and your D-Book jersey.
There you go. Yeah. So Book's gonna be one of those guys that I'm gonna follow, for the rest of his career, and support. But I did try. I tried watching the Suns games this year, and obviously I love Book, but it's just not the same with Book and KD together.
Yeah.
And watching this Rockets team, I'm like, oh my God, this team is fucking sick.
It's sick. I can't deny it.
Yeah, no, shout out to Book. Book's the GOAT. I'm gonna follow him, for the rest of his career. He's one of my favorite players.
Grayson Allen.
Sorry, Grayson. Hey, sorry, Grayson.
What about Malawatch, man?
I hope Malawatch does well. I am a fan of Malawatch. I've given up on Jalen Green. I do not like Dylan Brooks.
Is it those two guys that's mainly changing your mind?
Potentially. Potentially.
What about your boy Ryan Dunn?
I'm a fan of Dunn too. I hope he can expand his offensive game.
Royce O'Neal, what do you do to you?
I don't know if I can. He misses too many open threes for me. It's frustrating.
Rasheer Fleming, what a guy.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry for Sheer Fleming too. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna be rocking with the Rockets because I'm following Kevin Durant.
Your favorite man, Mark Williams. Come on.
I honestly keep forgetting that he went there, because that guy's been thrown around and denied and hasn't passed physicals way too often.
Iguodaro, I mean, he's been putting his body on.
Oh, so Iguodaro? Yeah, no, he should be good too. So, we'll keep an eye on them.
All right, that's fair.
But I'm gonna stick with the Rockets. Yeah,
that's fair.
We'll keep an eye. Yeah. Good question though, and I still appreciate the jersey though.
Hey,
this is a fire jersey. I'm still gonna rock it all the time.
Either way, absolutely.
No, Book's the GOAT.
Book is the GOAT.
And I wear his shoes all the time, so I feel like I have to be wearing his jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing Jay Wells out here. I'm a Thunder fan.
Yeah,
I kind of want a Kings Westbrook jersey really badly.
That would be a fire jersey.
Yeah, I kind of really want that. I mean, I also really want a Sabonis jersey, but either way, I know I need a Thunder Sabonis jersey. That's what I need.
That would actually be the OG.
The OG, number 13, Domantas Sabonis. Or he was 11. Yeah, he was 11 because PG was 13, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move on though.
Yeah.
Let's move on to we're going to kind of break down teams now. Let's start off with teams that are off to a hot start. There's going to be one team that obviously, we'll talk about. Do you want to talk about them first? Do you want to talk about some other teams first?
Up to you. I could talk for ages on it.
What about another team you want to talk about? It's off to a hot start.
Let's talk about the Chicago Bulls.
Let's do it.
6-1, leading the entire Eastern Conference right now.
Yep.
For no other than the man, the myth, the legend, former Thunder player, Thunder first round pick, Josh Giddey.
What up, Norm?
What up, Norm? The man's amazing. He just had a triple double the other night. 6-1. The only loss coming against the Knicks. And without Kobe White right now.
Yeah. We were talking about Giddey last year, his ability to facilitate. We saw him play with the Australian team in the Olympics, and he was looking really, really good, and it translated into the last year, and it's translating again. And something that I even forgot when I was looking at his stats today is that he's only 23 years old.
Yeah.
He's been in the league for what, 4 years? Like, he came in young, and
he came in I think he came in at 19 years old.
Yeah.
So.
Like,
yeah, he's young.
He's young as shit. And he's leading this team. Another guy, and I feel like we talk about him all the time. One of the most consistent guys who does the same thing every fucking year.
I was just going to talk
Nikola
about
Vucevic.
Nikola Vucevic. He is, since he's entered the league, he is top 10 in points since he's entered the league. He is Mr. Consistent.
Yes.
Because he doesn't miss time. He's healthy. And he just doesn't stop. He's averaging 19 points right now, 12 rebounds.
Yep. And I think he had a game winner the other night.
He is not talked about enough.
No, he's not. And he's 35 this year, and people were talking about his regression because he's 35, but
no,
there's no regression.
No, there's no regression.
He can space the floor. Oh, yeah. He's big down low. They're just a really efficient team right now. I think they're one of the top teams in like percentages for both field goal and threes. And they're a top team in plus minus right now. Yeah. So they're playing really well. I talked a little bit about him, and I also drafted him, Matas Buzelis.
A little bit of a slower, out of my mouth.
A little bit of a slower start, but I need to see him pick it up. I think he's averaging 14 right now. But I want him to be a little bit more efficient, keep it going. But this is a really fun run. And Kobe White's not even back yet.
Kobe White's not back yet. Yeah. You have guys like Kevin Huerter. Huerter stepping up.
Yep.
And you have guys like Ayo Dosunmu.
I'm really happy that Ayo is playing well.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of him since Illinois, and he's a dog, and he struggled his first couple of years with extended minutes, and now he's starting to kind of things settle in. So
yeah, Trey Jones on this team as well with 2.3 steals so far. They're stepping up on a whole nother level.
They still have Billy Donovan.
Yeah, Billy Donovan's still the head coach.
Billy Donovan's the coach. So there you go.
NCAA champion, former Thunder head coach.
Yep. So he's doing his thing over there.
He's a great coach. He always has. He's always been, ever since he's gotten to the NBA, he's been shorthanded on just key roster spots here and there.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely loving this team. I just love their pickup on the defensive end this year specifically. Last year they struggled in that category quite a bit. And it's just, you can't help but to go look back. I know I keep on making this about the Thunder, but the trade last year, straight up Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso was looked upon as one of their key guys in that entire Chicago Bulls way. He was one of the head guys, old vet. Straight up trade. And there's been a lot of talk about it throughout the beginning of this season so far, is that has got to be the most winning trade on both sides and that we've seen in a long time. For the fact of, I don't think Josh Giddey would flourish what he's doing right now if he stayed with the Thunder.
He wouldn't have the ball enough in his hands.
AC is being that vet, and I don't think the Thunder won the championship last year without him.
Yep.
For clear reasons. Obviously, his defense of shutting down Nikola Jokic in the WCF was amazing. Not WCF, second round. That's wild that we played them the second round still. Anyways, but yeah, it's
exciting time for the Bulls, though. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the Bulls. I'm excited. Another team you want to talk about?
I want to stay in the East.
Let's do it.
They started hot.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple losses lately. Philadelphia 76ers. VJ Edgecombe, which we're going to talk about on a rookie ladder.
Yep.
Amazing. They don't even have guys like Paul George back yet. Kelly Oubre is stepping up, almost 20 points per game right now. Tyrese Maxey, still the guy we talk about every year. Tyrese out in the East, man. He's going to be the Tyrese in the East this year without, the other Tyrese Halliburton out there. But 33.5 points. Andre Drummond still doing what he does best, rebounding man, over 8 rebounds per game right now. They're looking good, and they're missing guys like JoJo and Paul George still. So,
yeah, Maxey is he's slowly entering that prime. You know, he's 25. He's starting to really figure things out. His 3-point shot is getting better and better every year.
Excuse me, JoJo's there. He's only played 5 games.
Yeah, I think he's played 5.
17.8 points, which is a regression for JoJo.
Yeah,
for being an MVP winner 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about VJ Edgecombe a little bit more later. But Quentin Grimes has been playing some really good minutes as well. Like you mentioned, Kelly Oubre.
We talked about Quentin Grimes in that trade 2 years ago during the trade deadline.
Yep.
He was big.
Yep. So, but it all starts with Maxey. He's their fucking catalyst. He's an absolute dog. Yeah. Tyrese out in the East.
Fucking amazing, dude.
I swear he's always like up there for top scorers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And he's dishing out 8 assists. So he's doing great. Yeah. Sixers have had an impressive start so far.
Yeah. Let's keep it in the East. One more team. I'll let you decide.
I mean, I'm not surprised by it, but the Pistons have been playing very
a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
Being second in the East right now.
They've gotten some really good wins. They beat the Rockets. They beat the Celtics. And you would think they lost Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway, so they might lose some of that. But they have 8 guys that are averaging 10 plus right now.
Amazing.
Duncan Robinson is going to fill in that 3-point shooter role. I think he's shooting 40% right now from 3.
Finally seeing Jalen Duran kind of be the actual solidified center.
Yep.
Been nice to see.
We talk about Asar all the time. Absolute fucking unit. And Kate Cunningham leading the helm. So
24.5 points to start the season.
Yeah, great start for these guys. Kind of building that momentum they had last year in the playoffs and the end of the year coming in now. So exciting stuff over there.
Second year guy, Ron Holland coming out.
Yep.
Loving to see it. He's doing good.
Yep.
1.8 steals right now. Doing good. Yeah, this team is just all around good. The addition of Duncan Robinson being a key shooting threat as well. We've seen Duncan Robinson in Miami for so long. Coming out to kind of help out Tobias Harris a little bit too.
Yep.
Taking a little bit of the pressure off him as being the only shooting guy around the perimeter, besides Cade, obviously. But just kind of helping out, and I love it. Isaiah Stewart has 2.4 blocks. It's just, like you said, 8 guys averaging 10 plus points. This is a team effort. You see the 24.5 points from Cade and does not look flashy at first until you realize that how many other guys are scoring right now. So they're really playing some team ball, and I love it.
Yeah, they're looking good. And you look at the West right now. Rockets, as I mentioned, they're on a 5-game win streak.
Yeah.
Lakers are on a 5-game win streak.
Yeah.
Wemby's
an alien.
Wemby's an alien.
Yeah.
Wemby's an alien.
Who was in a cameo for an alien in the new Futurama season?
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, shit.
Crazy that Futurama has another new season. I grew up with Futurama watching that, but it's crazy that they have another season that Wemby makes a little cameo in there as an alien.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, he's locked in right now.
I want to talk a little bit about the team that Marcus Gray and about 5 or 6 other people texted me last night about.
Yes.
The Portland Trailblazers, like we talked about, Splinter's now the coach with Chauncey Billups out. Might have been the thing they needed for a while. Obviously, he's not the one just making these guys absolutely different right away. But my God, I'm liking this. And the impact of Drew Holiday immediately has worked. Drew Holiday, defensive guard, one of the best defensive guards we've known for the last 3 seasons, really kind of turning over the defensive identity of this team. They're looking really good defensively. Danny Avdija has taken the role of being the lead scorer. Jerami Grant, very underrated, very not looked upon. He's been good for so long. He's still underlooked. People kind of forgot that the Portland Trailblazers still had him this year. Everybody's so focused on Anthony Simons leaving. Yeah, I like this team a lot. Jonathan Clingan looking like a lot better than he did his rookie year, looking like a solidified center. They're looking good. I'm loving it.
Yeah, you mentioned Drew Holiday's impact. I think Tiago Splitter is more of a defensive-minded coach compared to Chauncey.
Drafted by the Spurs way back when.
Yep, and it's showing. First in steals, 8th in defensive rating. And we mentioned him in the most improved, I think, odds last year or last week or last episode, whatever the fuck it was, with Denny Avdija. And he's doing just that. He looks really good. Shadon Sharp is playing well. He needs to up his efficiency a little bit. But what I've been really impressed with,
averaging 1.8 steals. Like if he's not getting it done on his efficiency there, he's still doing it on the other side of the floor.
And we talk about other defensive guys, Toumani Camara. Absolute dog. He's such a high IQ player. This guy is cutting off ball at the right times to the right spots every time. And
5
it's
rebounds,
really
12
exciting to see.
points, 3 assists.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough minutes,
Yeah.
honestly. Only 24 minutes a game.
Warriors, Lakers, Nuggets, and the Thunder they've beaten this year, which
Yep.
is unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Absolute.
So yeah, great start for that team. Definitely looking up there. Hopefully Yang Hansen Yang can
Yang.
I saw that Tiago was asked about it, and he said that they're currently just trying to get him like an NBA shape. What they said, he's working out every day, just trying to get ready to go.
I like it.
Which I like. Yeah. So it'll be cool to see when he gets out there on the floor. Before we move on to teams that are not doing as hot right now, do you want to talk about your boys before we move on?
Of course, we'll talk about my boys.
Let's talk about them for a little bit.
Third team ever to have 2 back-to-back seasons going 7-0. The other 2 teams was the Boston Celtics, who won back-to-back championships. And the second one, was it the Warriors, I believe? Or was it the Lakers?
I would believe it.
I think it was an older team. I can't remember exactly. Maybe Detroit. I don't know. But still, only 3 people, and Thunder are part of that now.
Mm-hmm.
They're the reigning champs. They're looking absolutely unstoppable, except for last night. But even last night, they were still without their second and third best player, Chet Holmgren, who took a night off because they were doing back-to-back games, and he kind of suffered a little bit of a back injury early on in the season from hard falls. Yet again, another question we have to talk about Chet all the time is, unfortunately, he is pretty thin built, which kind of talking about the Hansen game thing, getting him in NBA shape is a big thing.
Right.
But still, no J-Dubs to start this season. To go on an 8-0 run is insane. And they played some good competition. They beat the Rockets night 1. They beat the Pacers going double overtime as well. They beat some really good teams, and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy to see. I'm excited. I'm excited. They beat the Clippers in a hard fought game on Monday night. It was fun to see because Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. Excuse me. James Harden came out firing. The Clippers were winning that game, and the Thunder still found a way to come back, and they just silenced them. It's amazing to see what's happening. I feel very good of a repeat happening for the first time in 7 years with this Thunder team, even with how dominant this West is, and even losing their first game against the Blazers. Like I said, they lost in the final minutes. It's not like the Blazers even shut them out or anything like that. It literally came down to the very last couple seconds of the game. It was a very close game the entire time. I feel very good about the Thunder team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I know we're dropping the episode that we talked about. We picked Luka for MVP, and he's looking good, but Shai is just fucking amazing, man. I don't know. Even when he was shooting bad against the Clippers, he started dishing out assists, had 12 assists and over 30 points for the night. And he also just passed Oscar Robertson for the most 20-plus points game streak in NBA history, now only behind Wilt Chamberlain, who did it twice, of 80-plus games. We're watching fucking greatness. I don't like, you can hate on it all you want. You can hate on the 3-throw thing. I don't care. This is greatness. You have to admit it.
I think what impresses me the most is they're showing how deep their team is really right now. I'm looking at their averages.
We can talk about another guy that
Ijo 17, AJ Mitchell 16, Wiggins 14, and then you look at the defensive play ratings. AJ Mitchell's 3rd in the defensive ratings. Wiggins is 6th. Dort's 10.
Next guy up mentality.
I haven't even mentioned the impact that I think Cason Wallace has on this team. It is
amazing.
It really is
scoring
amazing.
Up as much anymore, but he is everywhere, man.
He grabs every rebound, offensive rebound, gets every steal when he's full court pressing.
And real quick, talk about AJ Mitchell. He got a lot of spotlight early on because he was getting 20, 17, 18, 19 points to start the season, coming out a very deep bench for OKC. Like we said, they have guys like J-Dubs out, and then Isaiah Joe is out to start the season as well. AJ Mitchell, their second rookie that they drafted last year, they had to drop Dylan Jones because their team was so deep. Dylan Jones, our first rookie that we drafted last year. AJ Mitchell was the second. We had to drop Dylan Jones this year because AJ Mitchell's so good, and we didn't have enough room because we drafted more guys this year. AJ Mitchell, just the next guy up. It's the guys. I think it's impartial due to the guys ahead of him who taught him to be the way to get to where he's at right now. But my goodness, just like
crazy.
It's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it so many times in this league. In this day and age, you need depth, which is why I'm not high on the Lakers right now still. They're very, very top heavy. and we'll get to them in a second. But absolutely insane about the Thunder. We can talk about the Lakers real quick, actually.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk.
Talk about hot teams. AR, absolutely amazing. He's finally taking that next step to be a true number 2 technically right now without LeBron James. He's taken that step to get there. He's averaging 31.1 points per game. And he's played all 7, or he's only played 7 games out of their 8, or I guess they play 9 now. Guys like Rui taking a step up. Jake LaRavia taking a step up into this team. DeAndre Ayton had a slow start, but he's starting to figure it out a little bit better. I kind of predicted that a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I mentioned LaRavia at the start of the year and what he was going to bring, and he shot 8 for 9 from 3 one game. That was insane. And talk about AR taking that step. He's really becoming that secondary creator that they needed.
And
run it, and it's crazy.
Untold hero of this team right now, who's making his resurgence to remind people why he was a depoy. Marcus Smart.
Yep.
He's making his way back to what he used to be on the was it the Grizzlies, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Grizzlies, no, Celtics first.
Oh, so yes.
Yeah. I forgot he went from
right.
But he got his depoy on the Celtics. He's starting to look like that old himself again. Averaging 1.7 steals right now and 10 points. So
and they're doing this all without LeBron James.
Doing this all without LeBron James.
So impressive start by the Lakers, but let's see if they can retain it, keep it up. That's always the question with them.
Well, like I said, very top heavy.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep it up.
Like AR's not going to be scoring 30 points a game for the rest of the season. Yep. I can guarantee you that. I could see him taking definitely a bigger jump. I think he only averaged barely over 20 last year. I think he could easily still average 24, 25 for the rest of the season. But you cannot win this NBA with 2 guys scoring 40 and 30.
Yep.
One, doesn't happen. 2, you're going to get something crazy. Also, we didn't talk about my boy, Rui Hachimura. Rui also being a huge cornerstone in this team a little bit.
Yep.
Kind of just taking this everywhere snap. He's the only one that's played. He's started 9 games. The only one that started all 9 games so far. He's just kind of being everywhere needed, whether it be with the secondary unit, first unit, everywhere. I love my boy Rui.
Yep. So yeah, Lakers doing well. Let's move on to teams that not concerning starts, but cold starts. Which team you want to talk about for cold start? We'll go to concerning starts. We have a couple teams we'll talk about concerning starts, but cold starts. What do you want to talk about?
Guy, we talked about this at the end of the season. I won't talk about the Orlando Magic.
So I have them as a concerning start.
Okay,
not even a cold start, but let's talk. But let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. Paulo can do as much as he can down low, but if he's not able to shoot, and Desmond Bane's having the worst stretch of his whole entire fucking career, this team's not going to win basketball games. Paulo, he can average 25. He's a great inside scorer, but then he cannot extend his game out to the 3. Mm-hmm. That's why they brought in Bane. Bane is getting the good looks. They're just not falling. He's having his worst percentages, both 3-point and field goal ever. I don't know what the hell is going on. Clearly, I don't know ball because I thought Bane was going to be going off. And these guys are in trouble if they cannot figure it out very soon.
Now, let me remind you what the Orlando Magic gave up for Desmond Bane. They gave up Desmond Bane. They gave up Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, Orlando's number 16 overall pick, and then 3 more first-round picks for Desmond Bane, who's averaging 13 points per game right now.
Crazy.
Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, that's
It's an early start. It's only 2 weeks in, so he has time to prove himself. Because I'm still trying to. I want my statement to be true. So Desmond Bane figured the fuck out. Because I really like this Magic team, and you're gonna fuck them over if you don't figure it out. But you just gave away 2 3-point shooters in KCP and Cole Anthony. So
yeah,
you figure it out, Desmond Bane. If you're listening to this, Jesus, what are you doing? Oh my God, I'm gonna get really okay. No, I'm done.
Yeah, they have a lot to work on. I don't think it's over for the Magic yet. Plenty of time, but they need shit to work on.
And Paulo, you got to hit your threes, man.
He's only averaging 23 right now. And He had a 50-point game in the last season.
Yeah.
Come on.
He needs,
Figure it
yeah.
out. I know he also had an injury and stuff like that, but
yeah. So let's go. Come on. Figure it out, Magic.
moving on to another team
So
in the East.
that's a concerning team for me. I'm concerned.
Okay. Cold start team
Cold start team. Yes.
in the East.
Yes.
Hawks.
Yes. I have them down as well. Not concerned.
Not concerned, but cold.
Yes. And
I
now they just
agree.
lost Trae Young for 4 weeks, which is a huge blow.
Yeah. And obviously it sucks. So that's why they're cold right now.
Yes. And I feel like, wasn't Jalen Johnson already hurt a few games?
Yeah, but he's already,
but I think he's
played
doing
7
he's
games.
playing well. And I think Porzingis has been
league.
playing well.
He's leading the team in points.
A little bit of a slow start. It looks like for Dyson Daniels. I'm hoping he can kind of pick that up a little bit. I haven't even seen what Nas doing.
He's still averaging 2.5 steals, which is slow.
At least he can, at least he can get on the defensive end. I'm hoping offensively he can kind of pick it up a little bit more, especially with Trae out.
But I think a little bit of that game has been taken away because of the man Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Yeah.
Averaging 17 points per game right now.
And I think he's been starting too.
He has been starting.
He's
only
with Trae Young out.
So he started 5 games so far.
Okay.
So yeah, he's doing good. Biggest thing I want to talk about though of the Hawks team is our boy Muhammad Gay getting some fucking minutes. Fucking love to see it.
Put some respect on this guy's name. He was
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, fucking dog. Yes, he's getting great minutes. I think he was able to get a little bit of minutes last year too. Love Mo Gay.
He's doing good right now.
Yeah, he is doing good. So
that is fire. Only 6.5 points, averaging 15 minutes. But
hey, he's contributing.
Yeah, I mean he looked really good against the Thunder.
Yep.
And it was obviously bittersweet, but
shout out Mo.
Mo,
if you're listening to this, Mo, you the GOAT, man. Shout out. Yeah, shout out.
We'll send him a text later.
Yeah, we'll get you, bro.
We'll get you for sure.
We'll talk with Yano.
Almost averaging a whole block right now with only 15 minutes, and supporting Kristaps and Zach Sacher, who also had a little bit of injury starting the year.
Yep.
Yeah, I like him. I'm liking him a lot.
Yep.
Austin Newell is not a great start. He's only played 4 games. I still think there's plenty of time to get him. Get him going.
Yeah.
But yeah, cold start. We'll see what happens. Trae Young's obviously a huge part. That's
tough.
Really,
yeah.
You can't do much about.
Nope.
But yeah, cold start for them. Any other teams in the East you want to talk about with the cold start?
I think they're a cold start because of a particular player having a cold start. We saw Kirk Goldsberry's efficiency post. And I think the second guy up there for least efficient right now is Derek White.
Yeah.
And I think it's hurting the team because if you look at a lot of these losses the Celtics have had, it's been very close games. And so if he had just hit maybe 1 or 2 more threes, it's also hurting me in fantasy. So Derek White, if you're listening, please.
You took him right before I was going to, so I'm very happy.
Derek White, please do not. You're going to give me an aneurysm, okay? Please just slow it down, okay? You and JB are running the show.
Or only averaging 14 points. I thought you could do a little bit more.
Well, I know. That's the thing. Is
Anthony only averaging 14 points as well after you traded for him, getting rid of Drew Holiday.
Yes.
But
losing a lot of defense there with Drew. But
Derek has been kind of filling that role a little bit. He's averaging 1.8 steals for this game.
So at least he's doing it on the defensive side. Just get a little bit more efficient, please.
Yeah, they're still missing no center really.
Yeah, they have what? Nikita or
Neemias Queta.
Yeah.
He's only averaging 8 rebounds. I think it's a huge part. And they have Luka Garza coming in at center as well, which is actually kind of wild to see. I didn't even realize Luka Garza is on the Celtics now. He's been in Minnesota for a while.
Yeah. I think that was this offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely missed that. But yeah, their center is just, they're not a very big team. You have Peyton Pritchard, what did I say? We talked about him for being a 6 man of the year candidate. I said, I don't think he's going to be a 6 man of the year candidate because he's going to be starting.
He's doing. Oh, he's starting. Okay. So then,
he's second in the team in minutes, or I think he's first in minutes right now. Actually, 31.9 minutes per game. So he's definitely not. Yeah. Him and Derek White both averaging 31.9 minutes per game.
Hopefully you guys didn't bet. Hopefully you guys didn't bet on him for 6-man preseason. You're gonna lose some money. So
I was like, that's why I saw the odds. I'm like, I don't think Peyton Pritchard is gonna be a 6 man of the year again because no Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
talked about this so many times. Who said he's not missing the whole season. So we'll see what happens.
What do you think I'm going to the gym 6 days in a week for?
Yeah, we expected this Celtics team to take a step back, obviously without JT, but it's for them being a championship team 2 years ago with majority of these guys on there. Well, minus Drew Holiday and Kristaps. we expect a little bit more. We expect Jaylen Brown to actually take a bigger step. He's only averaging 27 points right now. Not super efficient either on there. 1.2 assist to turnover ratio is not good for Jaylen Brown. So he needs to. We're looking at his starting five, which I finally started. I'm not finished with yet.
It's fire.
Fire, by the way. Go check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he needs to get his shit going.
Yeah. So a little bit of a cold start. We'll see if they can figure it out. Let's move over to the West. Any teams you want to talk about with either cold or concerning starts?
Yes, I want to talk about cold. Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes.
To start 3-6, not good, not what we expected. We talk about that efficiency chart. No, worst efficient shooter in the NBA right now, Ja Morant, who are now they're talking about a breakup. They're talking about sending Ja Morant in a trade somewhere. This is rumors. I'm not exactly sure how serious these talks are, but my goodness,
I had the Grizzlies on the border of cold and concerning because of this Ja thing.
Yes, Ja's the concerning part. The rest of the team is still a little bit cold.
No, the rest of the team is cold, but Ja's concerning, especially after those comments he made about, whatever, and then he got suspended for a game, and then they asked him if he had joy, and he said no, and now all these rumors are coming out. It's a disaster with Ja.
Yeah.
The rest of it's cool to see Cedric Howard averaging
14.3, which it took a little bit away from Jay Wells. But Jay Wells still averaging 9 points right now.
Yeah.
Jay Wells a little bit cold start to the season.
It's okay. As long if he's playing good defense, though. He's a lockdown defender. So at least we got that with Jay Wells. What up, Jay Wells?
My boy. We love you.
So a cold start for the Grizzlies and a concerning thing with Ja. We'll have to keep tabs on that. Very concerning.
And the guy that got in that trade, KCP, not kind of carrying over what he was
KCP
doing in Orlando.
Doing anything?
No, 8.9 points. 24 minutes. He's not doing shit.
Yep.
Santi, always being Santi. I love Santi. Santi's just doing Santi things. He's always scoring. He's good on both ends of the floor. He's leading the team right now in rebounds at 6.8, which is kind of concerning.
Yep.
That's very low.
That is very low.
Technically, Charles Bassey is averaging 7.5.
Oh my god!
But he's only played 2 games.
Yeah,
and averaging 15 minutes.
Oh
a lot of this is on the borderline of concerning. Jaren Jackson Jr. 1.7 steal or blocks and 17 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Still not being. He's only averaging 5.4 rebounds. The fact that Santi's leading your team in rebounds and steals at low numbers at both of those is kind of concerning.
It's a little concerning.
I love Santi. He got married this year. Steven Adams at his wedding, but it's kind of concerning. So I guess I kind of get there's a little bit a little concerning.
So we'll see what goes on with that
Triple J
stuff. Yeah, Triple J.
Not looking.
No.
Not looking great.
No.
I don't know. They have a lot to do. All
right.
Moving
on. West. Whether teams concerned or cold.
Well, obviously concerning is the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
Do we want to talk about them?
Yes.
No.
Yes. They also took our boy Clay out of the starting lineup.
Wild.
For D'Angelo Russell.
How's that worked out?
I think they only did it for one game. I think it was last night, and I think they lost. They lost to the Pelicans.
Clay's started cold this year. I'll give him that.
Okay. We mentioned the Pelicans being a bottom team, and the Mavericks just lost to the Pelicans. So a little bit concerning. I don't know what Flag's numbers are looking like to start off the year. 13, 6, and 2. 14. Oh, is he averaging 14?
Yeah.
14, 6, and 2.
He's got room to grow.
AD, I think AD's been. Did we talk about AD? He's hurt, right?
He's only played 5 games.
PJ
PJ
Washington
is right now their second scorer.
PJ Washington. Gafford's been hurt, right? No Gafford, no Lively.
Lively's been hurt.
So they're a hurt team right now.
They're hurt, but still,
it's concerning though.
I love my boy Clay, but he has not been doing good. He's only shooting 29% from 3 right now, and that's why he's there.
I thought his off the court relationships would, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he went back to visit WSU, worked out with them.
Yeah,
he's got Megan.
I was about to say he's got a new partner, so I was, thinking maybe that would, kind of get him going on the floor.
Not looking great.
So yeah, a little bit
Uh,
concerning with that team for
Max
sure.
Christie is doing better than him right now. That's wild.
That is wild. So
yeah, Max Christie
concerning.
started in 5 games.
Yeah,
Oh man,
concerning start. We'll keep an eye on it.
keep an eye on it.
Um,
Other teams, we kind of talked about the Kings a little bit. They're a little bit just. I think they're still just trying to figure
I
out.
think they're trying to. Yeah, they got.
They're not doing bad.
No,
Obviously, starting Russ was a good answer.
Yeah.
They won. They beat the Warriors, which is huge.
Yep.
The Clippers, 3-4, kind of cold. I'm not sure. Obviously, no Kawhi still. I don't know how to feel about this team quite yet. They're very old. As you see, they have guys like Brook Lopez and Chris Paul coming off the bench, which is actually a wild statement to even think about. Kawhi's only played, 6 games and he's already injured. He didn't play against the Thunder.
I think losing Norm Powell really hurts them.
Yeah,
That
he was their best scorer last year.
Yeah, he was their best scorer.
Until James Harden, but
he was like their go-to guy. You need a bucket, give it to Norm and go do your thing. And now they don't have that. Zubac's numbers are down, which I think is attributed to more minutes being given to John Collins and Brook Lopez.
I kind of like John Collins coming off the bench. I kind of love it.
Yes.
This is wild to think. If you read me this team back in 2019, 2018, I would have been, wow, that's a crazy stacked team. They're winning they're winning it all.
Yep.
Now, a little old.
Bradley Beal is an absolute disaster.
Batum starting against the Thunder too.
Yeah.
Only 2.6 points per game.
Yeah. So I think losing Norm Powell really hurt.
Yeah. Derrick Jones, John Collins, Zubac, love it. James Harden only averaging 23.
I think he's taking the next game off. Yeah. Brook Lopez is coming in.
Chris Dunn's helped. They have pieces. They're just, they're also like, they have the slowest pace in the entire NBA. Makes sense. They're old as hell.
Yep.
And the rest of the team is the rest of the league is very young. So that's not working out in their favor. So they're very more fast paced. But Kawhi Leonard, if Kawhi Leonard's ever healthy, that's the problem.
If he can ever come back.
He's only played 6 games out of their 7.
Yeah.
I guess he only missed that one game against the Thunder, but still a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not even sure that's a cold start. I kind of just like expected almost.
Yeah.
They're just kind of middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Concerning cold, Minnesota Timberwolves, Ant missed some time, which is a big part of it. Julius Randle still balling out of his mind, 26.8 points.
Jaden McDaniels has stepped it up.
Yeah, he has. With those ugly ass fucking purple shoes.
I know. Yeah. I think DiVincenzo has been playing well.
Yeah,
I haven't seen his stats, but I think he's been playing well.
15 points, 15.9 points right now. Okay. Yeah, he's doing good.
It's hard when you don't have Ant. I actually need to go look and see if they're utilizing
1.4 blocks per game.
Yeah, he's had a good start to the year.
Nas, not a good start to the year. He's only averaging 11 points, but Nas is not doing good in my opinion. I think he needs to step it up quite a bit.
And they're just really short at guards outside of Ant. They have Mike Conley, but he's getting older. And then they have Rob Dillingham, who I think is just a smaller guard. And it's crazy to think they got Rob Dillingham at
3.
I think it was 4.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even really been utilized. And I mean, just with his size, it's hard to have him play. And so their guard play is just really
Joe Shingles.
Slim.
Joe Shingles averaging 0 points.
Oh my God. They have Joe Shingles. So yeah, a little bit of concern there for sure.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. They lost Nah. And then they did not do anything to fill anything.
Nope.
Rudy Gobert only averaging 9.9 points and 9.8 rebounds. He's always averaged double-double in his career. It's not starting as double-double right now. So he's regressing. He's getting old.
Yeah.
They simply just didn't do anything to replace Nah, and it's showing early.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, this is a team that made it back-to-back Western Conference Finals. We'll have to see what they can do. It's going to be all around.
Looking at them now, I'm like, how did they get back-to-back Western Conference Finals?
It's going to be really tough. Yeah, it's going to be really tough. So we'll keep an eye on that team as well.
Any other teams you really concerned or cold? It's hard to tell.
I don't think so. No, I think we've
Pelicans
covered.
Kind of expected.
Yeah.
Jazz a little bit hotter than expected. Technically 3-5.
Yeah,
we thought they were going to be the worst team.
They just beat the.
Who they beat?
They beat someone. Last night.
They did.
And Keontae George had 30, and now I'm forgetting who they beat.
They beat the Celtics.
That's what it was. They beat the Celtics, and Keontae George had 30. Yeah. So that's an impressive win
Keontae
for sure.
George.
Yeah, Keontae George has been hooping. But yeah, no, I don't really have any other teams to kind of go over. I
We
think
kind of
we've
talked about everybody.
yeah,
A lot of these people kind of expected middle of the pack. Cavs 5-3, a little bit cold, but they're the same as the Knicks, also 5-3. So I don't know. Bucks also 5-3. I don't know. Those guys will probably end up in the top 3,
yep.
in my opinion.
The surgence of Ryan Rollins for the
Yeah.
Bucks, guys taking over for KBJ,
We
and
talked
has
about Cole Anthony.
balled out. Yeah, Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
Miles Turner's had a little bit of a slow start.
Should have stayed in Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you there.
We'll see what that does.
He's played all 8 games. So
we'll
far.
see what that does for you. Yeah, the Pacers are just everyone's hurt on the Pacers, so
Yeah.
they don't let it. Like McConnell's out, Nemhard's out.
Pacers just
everyone's hurt, but this is going to be a off year
Sucks
for
for
them
the
anyways.
Pacers.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you there.
Yeah.
In the West, Lakers are hot. Rockets are hotter now. They're starting to figure it out a little bit.
Yep.
Obviously, they started 0-2 in the season against the Pistons and the Thunder. But 5 straight wins since, so they're on the up and up. But against teams like, the Raptors, the Nets.
Right.
Nets are so bad. Nets are so bad. I don't even know what to say about the Nets.
Yeah. It's not good.
They got their first win against the Pacers. The Pacers are so bad. Nets are so bad. MPJ just we talked about MPJ in one of the offseason episodes being in the Nets, and we both thought he wasn't gonna do anything, and it's kind of turning out that way.
Turned out that way. Yeah. Not surprised. So
yeah. So you look at the standings now for the East and for the West. Tell me, who do you think your flukes are, kind of deal, and who you think are real on these hot starts and cold starts, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So who do you think is gonna die down, maybe, or who do you think is gonna heat up, maybe, or so pretty much by the end of this year, right? By the end of December, or maybe let's just go by the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think are going to be the top 4 teams in the West? Who do you think are going to be the top 4 teams in the East based off of what we've seen so far? That's what I'm saying. Is the Detroit Pistons, is the Chicago Bulls run a fluke, or do you think they're going to continue to end up there at the end of the season? Is same with the Western Conference Finals. Is the Spurs run going to be a fluke, or are they going to continue to stay there? Same with the Blazers. What do you think?
Yeah. With the way that Wemby's been playing, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. But then you have these teams. But then you look right below those two, the Spurs and the Blazers, and you have the Warriors. And I mean, the Warriors
are going to be good.
Or the Warriors, yeah. Even though they're 5-4, they're going to be good. They're 4-0 at home. So I could see them bump up. Spurs and the Blazers are teams that you have to definitely keep an eye out in terms of if they're going to stay up. Pistons, I think, have a better chance than the Bulls. But I think in terms of consistency throughout this season, the Knicks and the Cavs will probably kind of work their way up to get towards that. And if Giannis stays healthy, the Bucks can make their way up. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen when Paul George comes back with these Sixers. If Joel Anthony can stay healthy, then you have the big three of Maxey, Embiid, Paul George,
VJ Edgecombe.
And VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm praying to God the Hawks can get up. Come on, Hawks.
Yeah, we kind of made the Hawks our team to root for at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
General, they're not looking good so far on that.
No. But I would say
just as together as a podcast, I guess. But
yeah,
we like them.
Spurs and Blazers, I'd have to look at their upcoming schedules too, to see if they can keep it up. But those are gonna be teams to watch, see if they can keep it going. But I would not sleep on the Warriors. I can see the Warriors making a run and sneaking into that top 4 or 5 around that All-Star break area time.
So currently West is 1, 2, 3, Thunder, Lakers, Rockets, Nuggets at 4, Spurs at 5, Portland at 6. Do you think 1 through 4 stay the same, or does somebody come in instead?
I could see 1 through 4 staying the same. Maybe it's going to fluctuate in terms of who's in each spot. But I could see those 4 staying the same. Nuggets, the Nuggets are like they're this decade's version of I think I've said it before, they're this decade's version of the 2010 Spurs. You forget about them and they're always relevant. But they're always relevant. You always look at the standings, you're like, oh, they're top 4. And then you get into the playoffs and you're like, oh, They're taking
They're
they're taking the Thunder to 7.
Yeah.
And then you look at Nikola Jokic and you're like, oh, he had 31, 16, and 15. By the way, he has 7 of those 30, 15, and 15 games and only trails Big O for most in a career.
Yeah.
At 11, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I could see those 4 staying there.
I could see the Nuggets moving into the 3rd, Rockets coming down a little bit because they're on a 5-game win streak. I don't think it's going to last very long.
Yep.
I could see the Golden State Warriors kind of fluctuating between that 4 and 5 spot.
They could, they can creep up there, but
Yeah.
I think those 5 with the Warriors would be the top.
To be
Could
not
see them be
fully
the top
healthy.
5.
Yeah, but it's been looking good. I kind of like. It's kind of weird to see our boy, the bald man, on the Warriors. Why am I blanking on his name? You know, fucking
Al Horford.
Al Horford. It's kind of, I like it.
Big
I
Al.
wasn't sure how I felt about it originally, but I kind of like it.
Big Al.
I like Big Al. Only averaging 4.5 points, but he's just kind of a facilitator out there.
Yep.
I like it. Buddy Hield taking a step back from his insane run he had at the beginning of last season. He was going crazy last year, but now kind of step down back to reality of old Buddy Hield that we saw. All right, moving on.
Let's wrap up today's episode with the rookie ladder.
Yes, sir.
Matt, I'm looking at the NBA's.com's rookie ladder right now. Last updated last night. 1 through 5 goes VJ Edgecombe. Number 2, Cedric Coward. Number 3, Coop. Number 4, Concanoopel. Number 5, Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is going to unfortunately drop, though, because he had a non-contact injury the other day, and he's out indefinitely. Unfortunately, it's a huge blow for the Spurs.
Who?
Dylan Harper.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he just got
I
hurt.
did not see that.
Yeah, he got hurt, and he's out indefinitely, I think, with the calf, non-contact calf injury.
Damn.
So that's really going to hurt the Spurs as well. He's been playing good minutes. But with the rest of those 4, Edgecombe, Coward, Cooper Flag, Concanoopel, who do you want to talk about first?
We got to talk about Edgecombe.
Let's do it.
Actually kind of wild. A year ago this week, I got to see my first introduction to VJ Edgecombe. It was Gonzaga versus Baylor. And VJ Edgecombe, I kind of laughed and kind of loved it for the fact that I hate Marky Mark's son, Joe Few. But VJ Edgecombe put poster of the fucking season on Joe Few last year versus Gonzaga. It was amazing to watch. It was amazing to watch. Little did I know that guy would be the best rookie to start the season right now. Absolutely insane. Averaging 17 points per game. He's just all over the place. He's helping out Tyrese Maxey so much. Tyrese Maxey for the last couple of years has just been everywhere on the floor for this team. And VJ Edgecombe just takes so much pressure off of Tyrese Maxey, lets him do his thing, and he's still a really good scorer. I love VJ Edgecombe. I said I liked him in the draft quite a bit. It's kind of wild that it's so close to just, just where you got drafted at. I don't know. It's wild to me. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of VJ Edgecombe. I'm not sure what else to say.
People were putting Ace Bailey over VJ Edgecombe, and I think you and I were both kind of like, no,
nah.
it's VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah.
Like he's
that was before Ace Bailey's old drama shit.
Yeah,
too,
we were still, no, it's VJ.
He's just so all around. He's what Scoot Henderson was supposed to be, I believe, in a way.
Right.
Not at the point guard position, but Scoot Henderson was supposed to be this massive dude who's very physical and everything like that and can spread the floor. VJ Edgecombe is that guy, and he's doing it better than what Scoot obviously has done in his NBA so far. We kind of forgot Scoot Henderson hasn't even played this year so far.
He's not. No, he's not. So he could be hopefully a good addition if he stays healthy. But yeah, VJ Edgecombe averaged 21 last month.
His NBA debut was how many? 37 points? 34? Insane.
First for just all of October game logs, 34, 15, 26, 14, 17. I just don't know if we've seen it before, but it's not often that you see a rookie come in and make an impact.
A rookie like that is not the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Specifically. He was the top 3 pick. He was 3rd, right?
Yep.
But nobody expected him to do what he's done so far. Insane.
Yeah.
Love it.
We really don't see that type of impact that quickly from a rookie with a team with a roster like that. So it's really exciting to see. He's shooting. Last month he was shooting 43% from 3, 50 from the field, and 21, 5 and 5. So really hot start for this team. It also is the reason why they're 5 and 3 right now. So you bring back a healthy Paul George, you keep JoJo healthy, Maxey does his thing. It's gonna be an interesting team. I think they're gonna surprise some people if they can keep this up.
Yeah. Who do you want to talk about next?
We can talk about it. Well, we can talk about Cedric Coward. Let's just go down the line.
Fucking Coug. I
fucking
can't believe
Coug.
it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jay Wells had started this pretty hot last season too. Jay Wells was the leader to take Rookie of the Year last year before Stephon Castle went on his late run.
Yep.
God, yeah, I didn't expect this from Cedric. It's honestly makes me more bitter for the fact that we just did not get a season of Cedric Coward in Washington State.
What was it, 4 games or whatever? I know, it's really annoying. It's
he only played for the first 4 games of the season.
Yeah, imagine what we could have done if we had a full season with him.
It just sucks. I mean, I'm obviously rooting for the guy, but it just sucks as a Cougs fan to see this and not actually get what we're seeing here in the NBA.
True shooting percentage is 73%. That's 7th overall in the NBA, but it's also first in NBA players who have scored 100 points or more so far.
2.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, all on 26.3 minutes.
Yep. So he is super consistent.
Kind of due in part to a very struggling, John Triple J, and we talked about that. And Jay was struggling a little bit too, to kind of get his feet underneath him. But 90% free throws. Oh my god, yeah, he's nice. A guy I want to talk about next, who is not mentioned on the rookie ladder, I don't believe, is a guy who I liked, and we kind of talked about in the draft last year, who fell to the second round, Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Yes.
He's averaging almost 3 blocks per game right now. He is being an insane piece down there, kind of helping out Miles Bridges. We didn't talk about the Hornets at all. Not much to talk about. They have it's just such a weird team because they have so many of these good young guys, but they're just not putting it all together to get wins. And it's just such a weird team, the Hornets. Love Ryan Kalkbrenner getting minutes, 2.4 blocks per game. The last 2 games he's gotten over 4 blocks.
He has 19 blocks total to start the year, and insane. That's second behind Wemby
on 8 games played. And his minutes has only gone up.
He's also 9th on the NBA rookie ladder right now.
That's ridiculous, man.
He's 9th.
He's not scoring a lot. He's averaging 9.1. But think about the guys he's behind.
Yep.
That's wild. Yep. I like Ron Kalkbrenner a lot.
I want to stay on the Hornets, and I want to talk about Con
Knuppel. Yeah.
Con Knuppel. Yeah. He's been getting extra minutes because of Brandon Miller being out. Mm-hmm. LaMelo, I think, is maybe missed a game or 2, and he's
30.4 minutes per game
balling
right now.
Yeah. I think he's hitting threes too. He's got 25 threes in his first 8 games. I think 41%. Yeah, 45. Yeah.
45% field goal, 41% three. You're right. Okay.
And he's had some big, I have to pull up his game log. But he's had some nice games. Yeah. He's had some nice games.
He has.
And so it's cool to see.
I always knew.
Let's see.
We said in the beginning that he looks so seamless at Duke of being a facilitator.
Yep.
And I knew his game at Duke was going to immediately translate to the NBA no matter where he was at.
Yep.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of Josh Giddey. Not in the full where he's, effective everywhere in the court, but he just really knows how to run the floor pretty just naturally in a way.
3 20-point games so far. He shot 50% from 3 last month in the first month. So really exciting stuff.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm a big Con guy.
Yeah. Who's next?
We haven't talked about the number 1 overall pick yet.
We kind of talked about it a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I guess we did talk about him a little bit.
But in the rookie ladder.
Yeah.
He's just got room to grow.
He does have room to grow. I think he's been playing better recently, but he still has room to grow.
And he's, 33 minutes per game.
Yeah. I also have him in fantasy. So Cooper Flag, if you're listening to this, for the love of God, I think I got you I don't even know what round, but please.
Is that our ESPN one?
No, that's a different one.
Another one.
Yeah. One of my, 7,000 fantasy leagues I'm in. Yes. So Cooper Flag, pick it up.
Yeah.
Any other rookies you want to talk about?
Zero Fears has been nice to watch.
Zero Fears has been nice.
13 points per game. Yep. Obviously, again, we talk about another team where it's just a bunch of full young talent that just can't do shit together.
Yep.
With the Pelicans down there. Trey Johnson being a dagger like we always knew he was going to be. He's averaging he's only averaging 36% from 3, but it's still pretty good. But yet again, and then another team of young guys that just can't do shit.
Yeah.
It just sucks to see kind of.
Alex Sarr had 31 the other night, but I don't even know if they won that game or not.
Nope, they did not.
Fuck.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But yeah, other than that, there's just a few guys here and there, like Igor Demon, who's just not going to
I didn't know what to expect about him. What he was drafted pretty high. What
Yeah, like 8th overall or
I
something
can't remember
like that.
what. Yeah,
No, it was definitely in like the teens, but I'll look it up real quick. But no, wait. No, the number 8 says number. I was like, there's no way.
He was pretty
I don't
high
know.
up there, I think.
Yeah, 8th overall pick. I was right.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Wow,
right. 8th
yeah.
overall pick.
Yeah.
Again, another team which is fucking Nets suck. I don't know. Walt Clayton Jr. kind of taking some time to get warm. He was a second round pick, but we liked him a lot.
Yep.
Obviously, championship team.
Yep.
I don't know. There's any. Yeah, we talked about Dylan Harper, who started off hot, but
Yeah, unfortunately,
he's missing a lot of
yeah,
time.
missing some time. Unfortunate.
Just that young Spurs team is really fun to watch.
Yep, they're fun.
Yeah, not really anybody. One type of Will Richard a little bit from the Warriors.
He had a game high, I think like 25 or something last night for him.
Yeah, he's kind of being a role piece for them.
Yep.
They're Steve Kerr, I think, has to be the most creative he's ever been with what is roster right now, because there's this kind of injury / just very many different pieces that like can be good but aren't good in certain situations, and so he's kind of really figuring out how to plug and play this Warriors team, obviously outside of Steph and Jimmy B, but interesting to see. So I kind of like Will Richard getting some minutes there. I want to see more from Derek Queen. Really want to see more from Derek Queen. I haven't really seen Malawatch yet either, like we talked about, which sucks. Got to see my boy Chris Youngblood come in for some minutes pretty much every fourth quarter right now at the Thunder, because they're just winning and put him in. He hasn't done too much, but love my boy Chris Youngblood, who was an undrafted rookie out of Alabama.
Yep.
I think we talked about in the last podcast a little bit,
and I'm really just hoping that Yang Hansen can get his conditioning and shit right, so we can see him out on the floor, because he was exciting during summer league.
Yeah. Talked about Nembhard, Ryan Nembhard, kind of getting some minutes with the Mavs.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Nice.
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but
still getting some minutes.
Yeah. I know. I like to see it.
That's what we like.
I want to look at the stats real quick. Sorry. Ryan Nembhard. Only 9 minutes per game, 3.3 points, 1.7 assists. So not like anything, but I'm glad he's getting some stuff. I'm glad he made the roster.
Yep.
Wait, it's that. But yeah. So I got for rookie ladder.
Anything? Yeah, I think that wraps up rookie ladder. Anything else you want to talk about to close out this episode?
It's exciting NBA. Yeah. Obviously, it's early. The NBA Cup is back. It's still got the ugliest, hideous courts.
I hate them.
Nothing has changed there.
I hate them.
I think the play just started.
I think it just started last week.
Yeah. I have not even looked who won those games, I guess. We can look it up real quick. There like standings. There we go. Hawks and Raptors won their game so far. Celtics has won their game so far in East. Bulls, Suns 1-0 in theirs. Oklahoma City has not played an NBA Cup game yet. Lakers, Clippers 1-0 in theirs. Blazers and 1-0 in their group right now. So nothing crazy.
The most exciting group I'm looking at is Group C from the West.
Some of the groups are kind of bad.
Yeah, some of them are bad. If you look at Group C from the West, that's definitely the best one. It's got the Nuggets, Warriors, Portland, Rockets, Blazers, and the Spurs.
Right now, these teams are in the top 6.
Yeah,
of the West.
So that's
actually kind of wild thing.
Yeah,
the only team really not good, in there is the Thunder.
Yeah,
and the Lakers.
That's a really good group. So that's gonna be crazy.
That is a good group.
Yeah, we got until December. What is it? December 13th is gonna be the semifinals.
Right now, Portland beat Denver to kick off that group.
Damn.
So
that's a big win for them.
Yeah,
that's a huge win, actually. Yeah. Blazers are good. Blazers are doing good.
Like to see the Blazers doing good.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't even know how to describe it again. You still have your top, like you have the 3 groups from each conference.
Yep.
Winners obviously go on. They will have a wild card, one team wild card from each one.
I think it's the best record.
Yeah.
Out of any of the teams from the groups is the wild card. Yeah.
During NBA Cup play. What days are they on again? Do you remember?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yep.
Ugliest, hideous courts.
Ugliest, hideous courts. The playoff rounds of it though are actually pretty fun. They're pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch last year.
Other than
they're gonna redeem. Yeah, if they make it, maybe they'll not.
Yeah, that was wildly enough. That was Shea's worst game last year. It was the NBA Cup, and I was kind of like watching the starting five. They were bringing that.
Oh, they showed that one of the episodes. Yeah.
In like one of the first episodes, they talk about how he sucked.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's like, how is he gonna do big moments? Obviously, he fucking clutched up, but doesn't matter. But
I also just really random. I also love how J-Dubs went to his Christmas party, that surprise party, and he was like the only player there, and then it was all of his homies. I love that J-Dubs was there. That shows you the bond
1 and 2
that these two guys have. Yeah,
1 and 2, both top 15 players in the league. Man.
Yep, so that shows you right there.
They also Shea having the garage sale of his clothes to his players, and Shea's like, sign this, I'll sell it for $20,000. I'm like, that was actually kind of hilarious.
That was hella funny. Yeah.
Other than that, how do you like the new NBA on Peacock? We have Peacock and we have Prime Video as well. We only watched a couple in Prime Video, but how do you like it so far? It's a little bit different in format than we're used to. We have ESPN's on Wednesdays, I believe, and so it's a little bit different than we're used to. But how do you like it so far?
I don't have an account for either one, so
why did you let me know?
Ironically enough, I don't have a Prime account yet, which I need to make because
I do not have a Prime account.
I think I get it for free.
If you don't have a Prime account, your father has one for free for sure. And if you can't use your father's, you can definitely use mine.
So I need to look into that.
Oh my goodness.
It's cool though. I like how I don't know. I can't remember if it's Peacock or Prime Video, but I like how they do the introductions.
I love it. Yeah.
I love how they show that now.
It was Peacock.
It was Peacock. Yeah.
They had. That's
pretty cool.
It's cool to see Chet Gonzaga University come out.
Yeah. So that's I do like how they do that. It's obviously amazing.
But they only do it for the away teams because
because
the home teams does theirs.
Yeah. It's cool to see that the inside the NBA boys are still on ESPN. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I love seeing
they're doing the same shit, same bullshit.
Love seeing Melo, T-Mac.
That's also cool to see.
VC, all together. Love to see that.
Yep, that's cool too.
Love to see Jamal Crawford on the floor.
Yep. So I like it.
Reggie Miller.
It's cool. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's a fun start to the season.
It's been fun.
It's a new season.
I kind of like it. I mean, obviously it's tough missing the TNT deal.
Yep.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I have not got to watch the Inside the NBA Boys yet because fucking Google and Disney are holding out on a deal right now to give me ESPN on my YouTube TV account. So that's an old another rant. You ever heard about that?
Yes, I have, because I also can't watch ESPN on YouTube TV, and I'm
pissed.
I'm
pissed. So, I can't watch. I just casually used to watch NBA Today on my lunch break. Can't do that right now.
It's so dumb. I know.
Or NFL Live, or just like,
yeah, I know. It's
even though ESPN pisses me off, I'm like, I
figure
still
it out.
want it.
Yeah, figure it out.
I'm paying so much for YouTube TV, and a big part of that is ESPN. So
yeah, ridiculous.
Figure it out.
Yep. But really good first episode for the season. 2 weeks in, we talked about a lot, and we're rolling.
Yes, sir.
We're rolling, and we're excited.
We're excited. Yeah, keep looking. Been really slack. We had a really busy last month. It's been insane. Denny's birthday. We have lots.
It was
Mariners really took a toll on us.
It was our first time experiencing playoff baseball in October.
We were depressed for a few weeks. Yeah.
But it was a crazy time, and then
it was a wild time.
It was a wild time. Then the birthdays, then the Halloween. So
yeah,
we kind of fell away, and then I started coaching, but now I got my routine down. So we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
We're gonna get obviously our episode that's a month late is dropping.
Compare our predictions to what we're saying right now. Yeah, prepare.
Yes.
If you want to just kind of look at both sides.
Obviously, it's pretty dated of when we said this stuff. So it's like Denny does every time of what day it is.
Yeah, so you'll know.
Did you already do it today?
Yeah.
If you don't know, it's Thursday, November 6th.
Yep. So you guys will know.
Yeah. Lots of things coming. Gonna be posting more on social media. Been really lacking on that. It's my busy time at my regular job. Sadly, we both have real jobs still and can't do this.
I know.
We're gonna be posting more there. YouTube, check it out. Instagram, you know how it is. Twitter,
yes, sir.
TikTok. I'm gonna try to get more shit on TikTok going.
Yep.
Get some following there.
Yep.
Yeah. Please check us out. Thanks on DGens, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. everything like I just said. Spotify, obviously our main one that we like to post to here. Apple Podcasts, we're up there as well. Yeah.
And just always be on the lookout because we always post really quick updates of when we're going to go live.
We literally, we kind of
So-
just did it 5 minutes before we did it today.
Just
we've
put notifications on, honestly, for us. If you want, put notifications
the
on
bell
for
on.
us and you'll get them. You'll see we're
get
going live in
notifications
5.
on Instagram.
Yep.
Specifically is when we go live the most. We also
Yep.
we go live on YouTube, on our YouTube account, Big Show
Yep.
DGens or DGen Sports.
Yep.
Twitch, I believe, is also DGen Sports 2K or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DGen Sports 2K on Twitch.
Yep.
Check us out.
As always, thank you all for listening.
And with that, the bank is closed.
Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.